After that you can start writing your answer anyway. So first identify the keyword, discuss, explain, evaluate, enumerate. Anyway, I will be giving one day, one keyword so that we will understand what to write, what not to write. Question is very direct. Discuss means you just have to highlight. But better way to start the answer is start from the keyword. So before jumping to the answer, all of you attended yesterday's class. I think so you heard about equality. So just recollect what all comes to your mind. Don't worry about the answer. So yesterday we attended, we have studied a concept called equality. Just recollect what all comes to your mind. Come on, online students also. Joel, Sham, Ashmita, Sweta. Anything that comes to your mind. Very good. Equality in general, sir. Equality of opportunity, sir. Very good. Oh, three types of equality. Formal equality, equality of outcome. Oh my god. Okay, formal equality, equality of opportunity, equality of outcome. Very nice. So she's telling classless society is possible in communist society. Very good. What else? Dumont. Louis Dumont. Yesterday we have written, I think so. Okay. Louis Dumont also said equal should be treated equally, unequal should be treated unequally. Article 14 to 18, right to equality? Something? Very good. Article 14 to 18, right to equality. Very nice. What else? Just recollect. Don't worry. I'm not judging you. I'm not telling you that. So, this is what you're supposed to do daily for answer writing first. See, question is, Sweta, are you in the group? I think you should be in the group. So, this is the question. Discuss equality from sociological perspective. This was the question that I gave. So, for 10 marker. So, whenever you write answer, not only in sociology I am telling, in any GA subject, you should not jump immediately to answer writing. That is not the correct way of approaching. Initially, when you start doing answer writing practice, take a pencil on this answer writing sheet only, make a rough sketch of the answer first. Rough sketch of the answer means that's what I have done. So if you add all of them, that becomes the answer. We covered all core dimensions. So we covered Dumont, we covered Marx, we covered equality, we covered affirmative actions, we covered welfare policies, all. So first you should know what must be covered in the answer. That is only rough sketch of the answer. After this, how to start introduction, sir? Very simple. If that concept is given by any specific sociological thinker, you can link with the thinker. If not, meaning of the term, definition of the term, more than enough. Look at the word. Meaning of the term, definition of the term. So, or just whatever comes to your mind about it. Conclusion. If you don't remember any specific thing, just you can tell the forward looking opinion about that particular issue. So, maybe according to me, equality is a very noble ideal in every society, but in practice, equality is not possible. However, we have to reduce inequalities as much as possible. So, this is brief rough sketch of the answer. Actually, first a few days, I will be posting answer framework also in your group. So, probably those, don't worry, those who joined in the group. So, in the group, question will be given, answer framework also will be given for some days at least to get an idea. So, after this, the next part is presentation part. So, how do I make answer more visible? Diagrams, charts. So, probably opening up with the recent data. So, value addition. What is value addition? Income inequalities are increasing in India according to World Bank report. Current affairs. Women reservation bill. On paper, everybody is equal, but in reality, they are not equal. So, slowly, gradually, this will come. Then interlinking also will come. So, from now onwards, at least for next 2 weeks, daily keep doing this for everyday question. Over 10 days, you will get to know all this will happen in your brain. All this will happen in your brain. Finally, when you write your answer, the answer structure only will be formed in the mind. So remember always 1/10 of the time should be allocated for structuring of the answer in the mind, including for essay. Including for essay. You have to attempt 2 essays. So for one essay approximately how much time is given? 90 minutes time is given. So 1/10 of the time if you spend on brainstorming to get into what is there, what to write, how to arrange all this, your answer will become more qualitative. Because you are not just jumping into writing, you are thinking, evaluating, and then you are writing. But I'll tell you practical problem. First, when you do this, it will take lot of time. Actually, it will take 15 minutes, 20 minutes also sometimes. First question always. If you are doing it regularly over a period of time, time taken will come down. The thinking framework will come in the mind. So that's the reason why the purpose of answer writing today is not to judge your answer writing skills. The purpose of answer writing is also not to compare with the others. Don't compare with the others. Because different person's thinking pattern is different, skills are different. And the way we interpret the things, the way we understand the things are different. Okay? So now all of us know that this should be compulsorily in the answer. So like this every day, keep trying doing the framework, basic framework, and then go to the answer. Now you can write the answer, don't worry, I'll wait. So whatever answer sheet is given to you, take time and write. Online students, don't worry, you can send your answer to me WhatsApp. So all those who came today to the first class, don't worry, don't get afraid. No need. Write something at least. 1 or 2 line you write, no problem. రాసారా? అమ్మాయిల నుంచి ఎవరో ఒకరు ఇవ్వండి. ఎనీ వాలంటీర్ ఎవరైనా ఒక ఆన్సర్ ఇవ్వండి, పర్లేదు. So it's okay. Just don't worry. This is not to judge your answer, not to give marks also. Just I'll read out what all improvement we can make out, we can tell. అందరూ ఒక 2 లైన్లు రాసారా? అట్లీస్ట్ 2 lines, అట్లీస్ట్ హాఫ్ పేజ్, more than enough. No problem. Nothing to worry. See, it is not to test your answer writing skills. It is not to judge what is there in your brain. So if you listen to the topic, revise and then write, better answer will come. But this is to start the process of answer writing only. I'll just read out her answer. Maithili Amma. The word equality literally means identical. However, equality is explained in different types. Very good introduction. So always start with the definition of the word. So equality she is trying to define. Directly she quoted. Peter Sanders has introduced 3 types of equality. Farmer equality, equality of opportunity, equality of outcome. Very good. So formal equality she explained. Equality of opportunity she explained. Equality of outcome she explained. You should add example also. So formal equality, you should give an example. So in formal places, everybody should be treated. Formal equality of opportunity, yes, you gave already example, life chances. Equality of outcome also, okay. Then she has drawn a diagram. Equality, class equality, gender equality, economic equality, civic equality, socio equality, political equality. Inverted commas, he said, Karl Marx says, capitalism encourages inequality in the society. According to Louis Dumont, కమ్యూనిజం యాక్చువల్లీ కార్ల్ మార్క్స్ చెప్పారమ్మా, లూయిస్ డ్యూమంట్ కాదు. లూయిస్ డ్యూమంట్ ఏం చెప్పారు అంటే ఈక్వాలిటీ ఈజ్ నాట్ పాసిబుల్ ఇన్ ఇండియన్ సొసైటీ అని చెప్పారు. ఏం కాదు, పర్లేదు, ఇప్పుడు ఎంత తప్పులు చేస్తే అప్పుడు అంత బెటర్, తప్పేం కాదు. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ హర్ ఆన్సర్. ఐ విల్ రీడ్ ఫ్రమ్ బాయ్స్ ఓన్ ఆన్సర్. Sociological equality means treating individuals fairly, providing access to all resources without any discrimination based on caste, class, gender. Starting introduction. He is giving example. Equal education to all sections, affirmative actions, scholarships, reservations to marginalized sections will ensure sociological equality. So here he mentioned a diagram. Social equality, political equality, economic inequality. Social equality, Article 14 to 18 Indian Constitution. Economic equality, Karl Marx. Economic inequalities are because of exploitation of poor by the rich. Political equality, elections without any discrimination. So look at the conclusion. Equality is not only legal right, but it is a sociological right in reality. To achieve sociological equality, collective action, individual thinking also should change for achieving better society. So mix both of them, that will become the best part of the answer. Her introduction was very good. She defined with the thinker. His conclusion is excellent. So finally he is telling what should be done to achieve equality in the society. Remaining all value addition only. So remaining all value addition only. So it is not to judge. Every answer is correct. In mains, every answer is correct. Relatively, what better value addition we can do to our answer. That's why weekly test also, whatever the best answer, that answer sheet will be posted in the group, so that others will understand. So this is once again not to test your marks, ranks, skills, all that. This is just to get an idea about, don't skip the daily answer writing practice. Don't compare with the others. So if at all you feel that you are from Telugu medium, don't worry, I am also from Telugu medium only. So don't feel yourself inferior by comparing with somebody else. Never and ever you should compare, because it is a skill learning process. After 1 month, you will also become expertise. You will also get that skills. Initially, you should get out of the fear. Second, see, even if you don't write the answer, I will tell you advice. Just brainstorm what to write. Once you know what to write, anyway you will write the answer. Oh, we have taken 15 minutes time, that's fine. Initially, time will be okay. But as soon as we keep on writing this, time frame will come down. Initially, don't worry about time frame, don't worry about this, but try to learn the best from others. See, her introduction is good, and for him, actually, conclusion is very good, and presentation also very good. That's because they already know how to write the answer, but don't worry, just to get to know. So, don't worry. Later you can pass on, so I'll correct and I'll mention what to improve also. So all your answers, don't worry, daily answer writing, don't skip. See, again, sir, should we write everything that we discussed in yesterday's class? Not required. You should convey the essence of what we discussed about equality. That is only, see, that's what you only said the answer. I did not say anything. All of you only told the answer, what all points to be covered. Sir, should we mention compulsorily thinkers? That's value addition. After biryani, raita is added, that's all. But biryani is important, raita is later. So to get extra mark, what else we can do? Women reservation bill. Passing of the women reservation bill is not just about a bill failed. We failed gender equality in Indian society. Women reservation bill is lapsed in the parliament is not a legislative procedure of failing of a bill. Indian society thankfully failed gender equality. Did you understand the meaning of the statement? What are you telling? It is not about legislative lapse of passing of the bill. Indian society thankfully failed gender equality. Just value addition. I am randomly, so I did not prepare the answer. Randomly I am telling. Equality of justice is still not available for all in India. You have seen so many examples. Okay, so this is all value addition. It will come, slowly it will come. Now see, most of the GS batch students for whom just now classes started, your knowledge is very limited right now. Once polity completed, economy completed, geography completed, history completed, your knowledge base will increase, interlinking will come, comprehensive answer will come, and you will come to know where all to link. But still it's a good start. So Shabash, writing is important. At least you have mentioned the definition of equality, that's more than enough. So when you add your understanding to it, it becomes much more value addition to it. So all answers are correct, relatively better answer only. So nothing to worry. Sir, should we by heart everything that we have written in the notes? No. Should you reproduce as it is? No. Just write what comes to your mind from your understanding. Remaining all is for your value addition only. See, remember, after 1 week when you write the same answer, not even after 1 week, after 3 days when you write the same answer, you will see the result. Because what you have done, immediately answer sheet came, you started writing without thinking, without planning the answer, without structuring of the answer. Now you know, next time onwards, whenever answer comes, you will not jump. Let's wait, let's reflect, let's recollect all the important core points, plan introduction, plan conclusion, plan value addition, keep writing. So obviously the value addition will happen. So don't worry, while going on, so from the class you can pass on the answer sheet to me, I will correct it and give it later. So today we are going to discuss opposite of equality. So Sham, don't worry, I will send your answer. So Joel also, Yeah, I received your answers. Don't worry. Ashmita, Joel, Sweta. So, Sham, don't worry. I'll send your answer. I'll correct the answer after the class. So anyway, exact opposite of equality only is inequality. Or do you think so? Okay. What is inequality according to you? Very good. Opposite of equality is inequality, sir. Super answer. So our next topic is inequality. That is the point of discussion anyway. What all comes to your mind inequality? Did you face any time inequality anywhere? Yes, sir. In the class also we are facing, sir. No? Ah. When did you face inequality any time? I mean, what comes to your mind? Any differences you faced? Okay, dear. So, what type of differences you faced? If you are comfortable, you can share. Otherwise, not comfortable. Caste differences, discrimination. One. Wow. So, she is telling two words, sir. Caste discrimination, class discrimination. Okay. Gender. Okay. So, what is the difference between differences and inequality? Both English words seems to be same only. Very simple example, you will understand. Fair people are beautiful or black people are beautiful? What are you talking, sir? Both are beautiful? Oh my god. Color does not matter, content of character is important. Beauty lies in the eyes of beholder. Beauty lies in the eyes of beholder. అందం కలర్లో కాదు, చూసే మనసులో ఉంటుంది, అర్థం చేసుకునే మనసులో ఉంటుంది. ఆల్రెడీ ఉంది కాబట్టి చూస్తున్నారు, బట్ స్టిల్ see look at black and white is a difference. When I attach value to it, fair is superior, black is inferior, it becomes inequality. Color difference is there, but difference is not inequality. Adding values to differences is inequality. Similarly, urban area people are intelligent, rural area people are innocent. ఎవరు చెప్పారు సార్? See, there is a difference. Urban area people are high tech savvy, rural area people are less tech savvy. Tech savvy means they are not using technology. Difference is there. When I attach value system to it, it becomes inequality. Very simple sociological understanding. In this class, boy and girl, there is a gender difference, not inequality. Boy and girl, male and female is a difference, biological difference based on XX chromosome, XY chromosome. When I say all boys are dangerous, all girls are innocent. Oh, I am not telling, she is only telling. So I mean, look at the word. When differences are adding the value system to it, it becomes inequality. Inequality is not our problem. Continuation of inequality for generations and generations is our problem. And whenever we talk about superiority, desirability, preferability added to something becomes inequality. Very simple. Preference is given for male child or female child in India. Sun meta of reference. There is a concept called sun meta of reference. Every couple in India want only a male child because వారసుడు, వంశోద్ధారకుడు, ఒకే ఒక్కడు, ఈగానుకొక్కడు, whatever. So thinking that male child is the real legal heir, adding value to it will become inequality. That is only gender inequality. I am saying all religions are waste. People who believe in God are fools. People who don't believe in God, they are the intelligent people. I believe in God only for discussion's sake. See, she does not believe in God, I does not believe in God, our friend believes in God. All these are value systems which are formed in our mind. So differences plus values will make it as inequality. What is inequality? Your Jesus Christ is great, my Allah is superior, our Rama is inferior. When we add values to it, it becomes inequality. I'm saying your God is super, our God is super, all gods are super. There is no inequality. So the concept of inequality from sociological background is attaching value system to something. But differences are natural differences, biological differences, social differences. What is natural differences? Race. So Gandhi was thrown out of compartment because he was traveling in a train in which only white was permitted. Because at that time fair and lovely was not available. So he did not use. So he said, how you black people can travel along with us? And they have thrown him out of compartment. Apartheid. Recently, in Madhya Pradesh, wife killed husband because husband color is black. Because she did not study inequality properly. And look at, really color matters, do you think so? Anyway, color will go after some age. What to do with the color at that time? Paint again. So, natural. See, natural. See, someone is good looking, that's fine. Someone is not so good looking, that's fine. But that is all values. You will be surprised. Entire cosmetic industry is a fraud. What are you telling, sir? Mummiya, Santur soap. So, పట్టులాంటి చర్మం తాకుతూనే ఉండిపోతారు. You have seen Rexona soap. You started using Rexona soap, but పట్టులాగా అవ్వట్లేదే. See, look at what they are playing with us. They are creating a value system in your mind. You want to change your skin tone, you want to change your skin color, you want to feel baby soft skin, then use this Rexona product. We have been using for years and the skin color is not changing. But they are successful in creating the value system. Because British ruled us 200 years, they created value attachment of the fair superiority, black inferiority. Again, biological differences, color differences, height differences. I am saying all tall people are healthiest people on the planet Earth. All short people are dangerous people on the planet Earth. I am very much wrong. But that is my value system. Apart from that, sex. So now it's very difficult to define because in India the definition of sex itself got changed because he is becoming she is becoming he. Earlier there was two at least, he, she. Now LGBTQ, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, same sex orientation. Social differences. So in this class only social differences are there. Look at the occupation of a father probably. Somebody's father is government employee, somebody's father is a private employee, somebody's father is an entrepreneur, somebody's father is agricultural laborer. This is not inequality. Social differences. The moment we add, only government job holders are superior in the society, then it becomes inequality. Difference is different. Adding value system and judging the difference is where the concept is. One more example to understand. Education. A girl completed BTech and MTech from a reputed university from IIT. They are looking for a match, for doing match fixing. So probably a possible alliance came. The boy is illiterate, but he has 10,000 crore property. The boy is illiterate, but he has 10,000 crore property. What do you think will happen? Match fixing will happen. What is the use of studying from BTech, MTech from IIT, getting 20 lakh salary only? That fellow's property is 10,000 crore. See, look at. Otherwise, she does not want to accept because her educational qualification is superior. His educational qualification is inferior. But look at class. Look at class. 10,000 crore rich fellow dear. What to do? Again, somebody completed graduation from IIT, somebody completed graduation from IIM. Should we respect them for their educational qualification? They were arrested under section 497 case for murdering their wife. Should we respect them? Oh, earlier you respected a person because of his educational qualification. Now you don't want to respect that person. What happened? Values got changed. Earlier you were treating him as a role ideal model. Now, no. Not his educational qualification. His character is bad. That is your value system. Apart from that, superiority, desirability, preferability. Very simple. Madam, if I ask you, which service is your favorite service among all civil services? Come on dear, top 1, 2, 3, first order. What is our service? Your favorite service? Her favorite service is IPS. Forest service? Foreign service. Oh, come on. Very nice. To advise Trump. Very good. Why do you feel IPS service is, or why are you attracted towards IPS? So look at, from the childhood, our value system got influenced towards uniform job. So she feels, according to her analysis, the police uniform is, according to her value system, is superior. Our friend told, IFS officer, sir, why do you say IFS officer service is better? We can solve the problem, sir. We can reduce LPG crisis, sir. We can happen, probably we can make a better world. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, sir. Our friend says IAS is more important, sir, because for all services, coordinating force between center and state is IAS, sir. See, answer is, based on her value system, for her, particular service is superior. For her value system, all these are not important for us, sir. PM post is important, sir. So, see, look at, that is her superiority. Adding values to superiority, preferences for the service. So, probably, for me, I don't want all this. I love teaching, sir. For me, teaching only is more important. But because of my value system, for whatever reason. See, look at superiority, desirability, preferability, added with the value system will make it as. So, inequality, however, when can we know that inequality exists in the society? When you can see the differentiation. She said something, caste differences, gender differences, color differences. If differences exist, that's not a problem. That is passed on from generation to generation to generation with the value system. With the value system. Somebody said, God created Brahmins from the head, Kshatriyas from shoulders, Vaishyas from toes, or you can say thais or Sudras or whatever. This is a theory. Brahmins are created from the head of the god, Kshatriyas are created from shoulders, so Vaishyas are created from thighs, Sudras are created from feet. So, by trusting this value system, high social status is given to some group of people called Brahmins, low social status is given to some people called Sudras. No, so many restrictions. They cannot enter into temple, they cannot eat, they cannot mingle, they cannot do so. Then it becomes inequality is passed on from generations to generations to generations. Some socially optional student is asking, hey, if God created people, he should have created all equally only. Why will he create inequality? Because God is God for all. Because God only said, I am there in each and every atom of the universe. If God creates, he will create everybody equally only. So God did not create this. Somebody created in the name of the God to serve their vested interest of the groups. And if somebody questions, we should not give them the chance of questioning. So pass on the value system from one generation to other generation. Why are you born in Sudra community? Because of karma that you have done in the previous Janma. Anyway, you cannot see previous karma Janma. Show me what karma I have done. Probably in previous karma, all of you are my sociology teachers. So that's why I am repaying debt in this Janma. See, look at how nice it is. Illogical, unscientific to pass on the value system. To pass on the value system. Now, differentiation, ranking, evaluation, rewarding something, punishing something through value system. Apart from that, inequality exists for individual, inequality exists for group, inequality exists for society. An individual is facing a caste discrimination, individual inequality. A group of people is not allowed to come out of their hamlet, group inequality. A particular society is not at all allowed to interact with the other society, societal inequality. So apart from that, status inequality, class inequality, power inequality. Very simple. Heard about somebody called Rajputs and kings? So Rajputs and kings, they were respected highly for their bravery. But Brahmins were socially ranked higher. So class, economic status, social identity, power, those who are at present enjoying the political power. So class inequality, in this class only so many class inequalities are there. Somebody is coming to class in Rapido, somebody is coming to class in bike, somebody is coming in car, somebody is directly landing from aeroplane. Different class inequalities are there. So look at mobile phones, class inequalities only. No sir. Status inequality. What is status inequality? I want to go to take darshan of Tirumal Tirupati Devasthanam. I was waiting in the queue for from morning to evening, whatever. So one of my friends directly went and already completed and went. I asked him what happened. Because he got VIP pass. Which means he is purchasing God also. He is not taking darshan of the God. God is giving darshan or God is taking darshan of VIP by taking the money. Come on dear. We are purchasing God. We are purchasing puja. We are purchasing worship because we have money. Status. Party. Power inequality. Power star was powerless star till he became deputy CM. His own family members did not bother him when he does not have the power. Now suddenly, Pitapuram Vari Taluka. Next elections, I don't know what is going to happen. If you lose your power, people are not respecting you. People are respecting your position. Look at now KCR Papu. He's not at all coming out. Look at. Sir, inequalities, having is not a problem. Legitimizing inequalities in the society is the problem. Continuation of inequalities, passing on the inequality from one generation to other generation and giving false explanations to continuing the inequalities is a problem for socialist. See, Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, let's say it is true. Let's accept this is true. Okay? The Brahmins are eating food. That food is produced by whom? Shudras only. Don't eat that food. You are breathing air. In that air, probably, carbon dioxide is released by Shudras also are there. Don't breathe air. Close your nose. What are you talking, sir? Conveniently, religion, region, caste, color, gender is created by people for their vested interest. Yesterday I asked you, in which constitution, in which law it was written that after marriage, girl has to go to boy's house? No, conveniently, male created the conventional value system. That is the reason why it is passed on. Apart from that, sir, does it mean that you said in simple society there was no inequality, everybody was equal? Differences were there, but it is not institutionalized. Simple and hunting gathering society, there was a prime hunter. Prime hunter means first he will shoot. So there was supporting hunters. So when they get the meat, extra leg piece, all good pieces are given to the prime hunter. Small pieces are given to the other hunters. Only gravy was given to women. Look at the differences. Why are we honoring the prime hunter? We are recognizing his contribution, so we are rewarding him. Understood? So it is not inequality, it is difference. But next time also head of that group should be from the same family. Values are added, values are institutionalized, and same family members only are continuing. Then it becomes inequality. Difference is not inequality. Difference is value attached, institutionalized, passed on from one to another without questioning. Because, like we discussed, we never have the habit of questioning inequality because value systems are passed on in society to accept inequality. Very simple example. Why for all the temples, priest is only male? Why not a female priest? ఏం మాట్లాడుతున్నారు సార్? But initially you will study in history, starting of the civilization, everybody is equal, women also learnt Vedas, women priest also was there. So in between somebody added, hey no, only men should become the priest. So look at now. Do you really think that only men can chant mantrams? No, women can chant even tantrams also. No, it's not male or female. It is with which, how much devotion you are worshipping the god matters. If that is the case, look at all the goddesses. We worship the goddess, but we don't want a female to become the priest. What type of society is this? Ironical. Come on. Jatra, Devara, Elli, Sunkalamma, so Ankalamma. See, look at, we are worshipping goddesses, but we don't want a female to become priest. See, look at, value systems are passed on. We never even asked also. Forget about all that. Take your own family. In your own family, see, look at the work done by. This is where feminists will come into picture. We are always discriminated because of these selfish men. Emotional roles are assigned to women. Breadwinning roles are assigned to man deliberately. Whoever is economically powerful, they will dictate the terms to the others. You know why patriarchy continued? Initial stages of industrial society, when factory system was started, machines were started, physical manual labor was required. So relatively men were good at physical manual labor compared to women. So they told women, hey, you cannot operate the machines, you should not go for the work, you take care of child. They know very well, if they also allow women to work, their power will be questioned, their status will be questioned, their superiority will be questioned. You are also working, I am also working. Come on, you also clean today, you also cook today. Did you understand? We never even asked. Now what is happening? There is a change. Apart from that, feminists are those people who always speak in support of women. And radical feminists are those, they feel for every woman problem is the man. Radical feminist. So look at the word. Radical feminists believe for every problem of woman, a woman is getting headache because of whom? Men only. Oh my God. Not necessarily. This is radical feminist. So what does this? Sir, inequality globally in different countries, different types of inequalities are institutionalized. Racism is most common inequality seen in different parts of the world, even right now in advanced developed nations. Ethnicity is institutionalized inequality in northeastern state even right now. Forget about northeastern state. A person from Gorkha community you have seen in Hyderabad working as a watchman. The moment you look at his facial appearance, eyes, nose, color, so you start judging that he is not from our local community, he is outsider. Similarly, when you go to tour, probably for Kashmir or northeastern state, by looking at our face and by listening to our Hindi, they'll identify alien came to our land. Obviously, because they don't see a face like us, and thoda pass the lo bhaiya. So all this probably will change. So apart from that, see, identifying the color difference is not inequality. When we are branding, all these people are criminals, you are adding values to it. Do you really think that? So one more, all Pakistani people are terrorists, all Indians are noble souls. No, definitely not. So look at, uniformity is not equality. Similarity is not equality. Because yesterday that's what we said. Similarity is not equality. Uniformity is not equality. So why do you think class, status, power, inequality exist? So our preamble itself says, we the people of India solemnly resolve ourselves, liberty, equality. Because equality was missing in French society, French Revolution started. Liberty, equality, fraternity, the reason. First estate, second estate, third estate, fourth estate. First and second estate exploited the third and fourth estate. So they were used as slaves. No equality. Extreme form of inequality from which oppression and suppression and depression revolution came. That revolution only is called as French Revolution. Now, economic inequality passed on for so many decades is the reason for demand for separate state called Telangana. Economic inequality is passed on for so many decades in a particular state called Andhra Pradesh, led to demand for separate state called Telangana. Kamram Beam, Jal Jangil Jamin, Nidulu, Nilu, Niyamakalu. Whatever guarantees were promised to them were not implemented. Economic inequality led to separatism. Caste inequality led to so many movements in India, even right now going on. Social inequality led to extremism called Naxalism and Maoism. Political inequality led to boycotting inequalities. Gender inequality led to killing of men. No, not always. Look at. So I feel your parents also are showing inequality towards you compared to your brother or sister. So we should file a case on them. Why? Why always all sisters are pampered? Mummy will give 1 lakh to the sister, but for brother only 10,000. Very sad. We are so unlucky. Oh, take from sister. She is clever. She will not give. She will blackmail. It is not inequality. It is preference and difference. When it becomes inequality, male child is thrown on the road. Only female child is pampered. Did you understand? And it is passed on. You should not enter into our house because you are a male child. See, difference is different and institutionalization is different. There is one person by name Andre Bettley. He studied in India, inequalities are institutionalized right from ancient India. Andre Bettley said, inequalities are institutionalized in politics, social places, education, gender, everywhere, through religion, through preachings, through writings. All the books are written by whom? Brahmins. How will they write about themselves? That's why they have written they are superior. None of us Sudras are never educated. None of us have written any book. That's why importance was not given to us. చరిత్ర ఎవరు రాస్తారు? గెలిచిన వాళ్ళు రాస్తారు. ఎలా రాస్తారు? వాళ్ళకు అనుకూలంగా రాస్తారు. What is the guarantee that all the scriptures are saying truth? What is the sanctity? So what does it mean? This is where Karl Marx uncle says, you will be surprised. Never give chance for the public to question inequality. Use religion and create opium in the minds of the people. Religion is opium of the masses. Meaning, in the name of religious explanation, don't even bring in the questioning of inequality to the minds of the people. That's the reason why, very simple explanation. You are facing this inequality because God created you like this because of some evils that you have done in previous Janma. That's all. No question, no rationality. Okay, let me accept. I have done some karma in previous Janma. Give me solution also. No solution. And you will be surprised. The value system is passed on right from the family only of inequality. Very simple discussion, you will understand. So you are buying toys for a baby girl of your relative. What toys will you buy? Barbie doll, pink color. Kitchen set, makeup kit. Who told that baby girl will not play with the car? Who told that baby girl will not play with gun? From childhood, in your mind, girl, from the toys only inequality is attached. Why not give kitchen set to a baby boy? He may become master chef in the future. Look at our value system is not accepting. Hey, abbai venti nu kitchen set tho aadukunnava enti asalu? See, look at. So which means inequality is institutionalized in our thought process. This is what? Only one line answer if you write, it becomes socially answer. What is that socialists are saying? Inequality is mental construct of values attached to differences. There are values, there are differences for which mental construct is added. Mental construct means in your thought process you are accepting it. That's why that is called as inequality. So one line socialist answer of what is inequality? Differences for which values are attached, that is passed on in the mind process, mental construct, meaning thinking process. So what is inequality sociological definition? Very simple. Differences are attached with values for which the thought process, mental construct is added. It becomes inequality. Now you can explain. So different thinkers. Karl Marx said, capitalism brings inequality. Why capitalism brings inequality? Because wealth is concentrated in the hands of only bourgeois. Why bourgeois do not want proletariat to become rich? He has to share the wealth. His dominance will decrease. His class status will come down. Who will work for maximization of profit? So reality is, the rich never want the poor to develop. Political bosses never want the masses to develop. So లీడర్ సినిమా చూసారా? అందులో గొల్లపూడి చెప్తాడు, జనాలకి ఏమీ చేయకూడదు, వాళ్ళ ఆకలితోనే అలమటించేలాగా చెయ్యాలి. వాళ్ళ ఆకలితో ఉన్నప్పుడు అప్పుడప్పుడు ఒక బిర్యానీ ప్యాకెట్ పడేయాలి, ఎలక్షన్ల ముందు మాత్రమే. నువ్వేంటి అసలు ఏదో యూఎస్లో చదవచ్చు ఈక్వాలిటీ ఫ్రెటర్నిటీ? నో, ఇండియన్ ఎలక్షన్స్ ఆర్ డిఫరెంట్. అబ్జర్వ్ కేర్ఫుల్లీ. నిజంగా రియల్లీ ఇఫ్ దర్ ఇస్ అ పొలిటికల్ విల్ టు డెవలప్ ద పీపుల్, టు రెడ్యూస్ ద ఇన్ఈక్వాలిటీ, డూ యూ థింక్ వాట్ షుడ్ బి డన్ instead of giving money, liquor, bottle just before the elections? Provide education, provide skill development, provide them upgradation of their skills, whatever they are doing. Instead of giving 4,000 rupees for vote, with the same money, focus on improving their income opportunity. That is the real development. But we don't want to do it because if they are economically advanced, they will not vote for note. They'll ask all the questions. Suppose someone is coming to your house and telling, madam, ఎంత తీసుకుంటారు మేడం ఓట్కి? మా పక్కింటి వాళ్ళు 10,000 సార్, మనం 12,000 సార్. సపోజ్ ఐఎమ్ ఆఫరింగ్, యూ విల్ ఆస్క్, నో సార్, ఆర్టికల్ 32, రైట్ టు ఈక్వాలిటీ, మోడల్ కోడ్ ఆఫ్ కండక్ట్. యూ విల్ లెక్చర్ మీ because you are not dependent on the money called 12,000. Because for you it does not matter. But for someone, that money is very much matters because of his condition. That's why we'll keep them like that only. Just before the elections, come and hug them and give them selfie, bouquet, flower, smiley, hi friends. After that, go on. So look at the inequalities passed on. Have you ever thought why they are doing it? No. See, suddenly again politicians will remember inequalities when? After elections are over, next 3.5 years they won't remember all this. 1 year before, suddenly they'll prepare the speeches and come. తరతరాలుగా ఉన్న అన్యాయాన్ని ఎదిరించడం కోసం మరి అంతవరకు ఏం చేశారు ఆ తరాలంతా? See, look at. So what does it mean? All drama only. It's all drama, political drama only. Reality is they don't want you to develop. They don't want to reduce inequalities. Really only. So తరతరాలుగా తొక్కేశారు. ఎవరిని తొక్కేశారు? ఆ టాలెంట్ని తొక్కేశారు. See, look at now coming to socialists and thinkers. What are they saying about inequality? Interesting. They say inequality is good for the society. Because always three perspectives: functionalist perspective, conflict perspective. Argue for some time. Why do you think inequality is good for the society? Inequality is good to the society because it rewards the merit. Inequality is good because it promotes competition among the people to learn the skills. Inequality is good because it identifies that not all are equally capable. I really don't know how to cook. If I go for betting with my wife, I will lose my money. So we don't know. How to switch on and switch off also we don't know. That is not our department. Let's accept. But if there is a fight, see, look at occupational inequality, work inequality. What else? Do you think just opposite of equality only is inequality? In English it is okay. In sociological understanding, just opposite of equality only is inequality. Not providing life chances for equality is creating inequality. Not providing opportunities for becoming equal is the reason for inequality. So which means, suppose I am a poor child, you are a rich kid, you are preparing for UPSC, I am also preparing from your notes only. You are taking coaching, you are writing all this. After that, madam, please give your notes. From her notes only I am preparing. Now look at what type of inequalities you see. Economic inequality, lack of resources and life chances, very much, yes. What else? Social identity. When she is preparing for UPSC, everybody is telling, yes, you should prepare. When for my poor background, if I say to our friends, relatives, our society, I want to prepare for UPSC, they are directly telling on the face, you don't have food to eat 3 times only. First you take care of your food, then you think of Desh Seva, Samaj Seva, Sangha Seva. I mean, directly they are telling on the open face. Look at the struggle that they have to go through to come out of inequality. To come out of inequality. Now if you look at, sir, do you really think that everybody will come out? Now answer is, intergeneration inequality, intra-generation inequality, there is someone who is coming out of inequality because of purely their effort. Because of which life chances for next 3 generations completely changed. So, just an example, in a village, previous 3rd generation was from lower caste. So, their duty was to clean the toilets. Okay? So, family 1, family 2. 3 generations before, they both were kept in the same. Their duty was to clean the toilets, that was their occupation. Somebody in this generation got educated, used affirmative actions and got a good central government job. Next 3 generations came out of inequality. Because they need not go through all these social evils because life chances are available to them. But in the same community, next generation, all of them are doing the same work. This is socialist are worried. Which means we are creating life chances also only for some classes in the same community again. That's why we said EWS reservation main motto was not all upper caste are upper classes. Not all lower caste are lower classes. In every caste there is upper class, there is lower class. Class differentiation is the primary differentiation deciding life chances. So in general category also, those who are economically disadvantaged position, who are fighting with inequality of economic inequality, let's try to offer them affirmative action. Recent Manakrishna Madiga movement, SC reservation also same thing. OBC reservation subclassification also same thing. Creamy layer, non-creamy layer. In the same caste, whose annual income is above 8 lakhs, parents are already providing life chances. You fight in the open merit. In the same family, their annual income is less than 8 lakh, money is not there, they're fighting with the inequality. Let's provide affirmative action. Now, finally, how do we ensure equality? Do you think 100% equality is possible? Do you think can we eradicate 100% inequalities? Very good. How do we reduce inequality? Okay, sir, accepted. 100% equality is not possible, sir. Accepted. How do we reduce inequality? Affirmative actions. Very good. Welfare policies, life chances, schemes, welfare policies. What else? Intercaste love marriages. Let me add one more thing. So, I don't know. I mean, some of the sociologists said. So, how to solve the problem? Intercaste love marriages. Okay. We are creating one more inequality. So, see, husband is from Brahmin family, wife is from Kshatriya family, and a Buddhist son is born. So, probably for which a Chinese girl got married, intercaste, intercontinental, and interplanetary marriage. See, look at what I said is something true. Value system should change about superiority, inferiority. What is value system about superiority, inferiority? See, whenever we go to temple, mummy will say, take the blessings of Pujari. Why should we take? Their own children are not taking. I mean, we are not demeaning them. Answers are not told. Questions are not asked. Because our value system is formed like that. Do you think so? Yes. With sociological attitude, you are questioning. No, he is cheating. Values are formed. All this. What is mummy's reaction? Parlede, optional baga ekkinde. Okay, you don't want to take the blessing of the pujari, don't take. But don't interfere in my value system. So look at, don't interfere in my value system. That's what. So I'll be arguing with my mother. No, God is inside our house only. Do all your puja inside our house only. She will tell, keep all your sociology aside. So come and drop at the temple, eat prasadam, go out. Your value says God is inside you. Okay. My value says my God is inside that Sai Baba Mandiram. So whether you accept it or not, you come. So look at, we try to convince, explain, all that. No. See, look at what I said. Values are caught, not taught. Same IAS officer who wrote a wonderful essay about taking bribe is a social evil with such a good value essay was arrested in the first posting itself. First day itself. First day. First posting. Arrested by ACB. That is a new record. First day. First posting. First arrest. Really, in the batch also, be proud. What happened to value system? This is where socialists will come and say, external social interaction, internal social interaction. See, it is your internal value system will make you a complete holistic personality. For 1 second, you should have thought, what am I doing? Crisis of conscience. In ethics also, there is a topic. So, there is a dilemma. Definitely your conscience is telling you, you should not do it. But you are ignoring the inner dialogue. You are ignoring the inner dialogue. Or you are bringing some false justification for doing something wrong. But your conscience is telling you, you are doing something wrong. So, you ignore it. It's like nobody is watching. You will be surprised. President of a country was caught by stealing a pen in the international conference of United Nations. Publicly, in front of media. President of a nation was caught publicly in front of international media for stealing a pen. That is what is discipline. Discipline is not what you do when others are watching. And nobody else is watching, what is your value system? I am not following discipline because others are watching. No, that is my value system, so I will not follow. So you are wearing helmet. Why? Traffic constable is watching. That is not our value system. For our own safety, even if traffic constable is not there, I am wearing helmet because that is my value system. Then I need not bother about others. But why this rewarding and punishment is there? At least because of punishment, values may change. First time 150 penalty, next time 250 penalty, next time 350 penalty, next time 450 penalty. At least because of punishment, I may get the value system. No, I should wear it. So what does it mean? Inequality is good to the society. Functionalists start telling. Because individuals vary from, capabilities vary from person to person. Conflicts are arguing, inequality is okay, but when inequality is institutionalized, opportunities are blocked, life chances are not available, you are exploiting the others. So, balanced approach. Identify the cause of the inequality, take corrective steps to identify the inequality, provide them necessary awareness and opportunities, and bring them out of inequality and reduce from inequalities. Now coming to these uncles, so our socialist uncles, so different perspectives. But anyway, I give broad understanding what are that they are saying. There is a person called Gerard Lenski. No need to remember, what he is saying is important for us. Inequalities exist in individual status as well as group status. Inequalities exist in individual status as well as group status. I am from lower caste community. As an individual, I am paying inequality. My entire caste community as a group also we are facing inequality. Our community called women are facing inequality for the last so many centuries. Correct only? Now, I will tell you one more inequality. Lack of opportunity to prove that they are innocent is the reason why most of men are punished in so many false cases. What are you talking, sir? Till now you spoke about women inequality. Wife actually blasted left and right husband. She only injured the husband. She went to police station and complained reverse. She hurt herself. She got the medical certificate. Not movie, reality. When husband is going and crying, sir, my wife is beating sir, nobody is listening to him. But that's a reality. Unfortunately, CC cameras are not there, foolish fellow. Look at, we are judging. What are we judging? Only woman is facing inequality. No, not necessarily, dear. There are some poor innocent men also who are facing inequality of not giving opportunity to prove their innocence. So what does it mean? Before only we are judging. This is correct, this is not correct, this is what we are supposed to do, all this. See, look at how much inequality is institutionalized. If a girl is or a woman is not wearing sari, we are judging her character. What type of inequality is this? Maybe some XYZ person is wearing some XYZ dress because of their career, because of their occupation, because of their comfort. Whatever is their choice, who are you to judge on their value system? Really? Just because somebody is wearing Angavastram, Dhoti, Moonamalu, left and right, does it mean that he is a good character person? Just because somebody is wearing color shirt, half jeans pant, does it mean that he is a criminal? You are not judging other, you are judging your values. You are not judging others. What is there inside your values is coming out. See, look at the way we talk about somebody else's personal life. So, who are you to judge? See, two people have took divorce, that is purely their value system. Answer is, their values did not support each other. That's all. That is the answer. Who are you to judge? Because of this happened only, and these fellows are conducting TV debates. Option A, option B, option C, option D. Is it what we are interested in? That is two personal choice. Their values did not match. They took a decision. Let's respect them. Now, one more inequality. In a democracy also inequality is still continuing. Of the people, by the people, for the people, but they are buying the people. They are buying the people at the time of the elections. Why only one bachelor person has to become prime minister for so long? There are so many bachelors. Give chance for other bachelors also. Probably. Opposition party leader also bachelor only. So, see, look at power is institutionalized. What does it mean? So, in society, complete inequality is not desirable because it leads to chaos, it leads to conflict, it leads to divisions, it leads to separatism, it challenges the very fabric of collectivity. Now, by using this inequality concept, there are so many pressure groups. What are the pressure groups? Trying to bring pressure on the government to form a certain policy. Jet community, they're asking for reservations. Marathas, they're asking for reservation based on local identity. Patel community in Gujarat, they're asking them to add them in the list of OBC. And they say, look, all of us are backward. Why are you backward? You are not backward. You are portraying that you are backward. To create, we are unequal, so create. Actually, they are the most advanced community in Gujarat. So what is happening? Somebody using inequality for political ambition, somebody using inequality for group collectivity, somebody using inequality for their own vested interest, somebody using religious inequality for getting into power. A party which has 2 seats, today is the largest party in India, by using only one concept called religious inequality of creating hatred towards other religions. But anyway, names are not important, people are not important, but that's the reality. So when I say, the moment you say Pakistan, ఏసేయాలి వాళ్ళంట అబ్బో మరి మనమంతా not all Pakistani people are terrorists. That is how the value system propaganda has done to you. Not all Indians are holy saints. Who knows the person sitting beside you is also terrorist, working for simultaneously for CIA. Observe carefully. Satellite phone. Look at the value system. If I create hatred towards something, my purpose is served. Political power, economic power, regional power, class power, all this. So inequality is functional to the society because of inequality only somebody's interest is served. However, finally, what is socialists are saying? Major source of inequality is lack of awareness and consciousness among the individual and the groups. I am not aware that I am exploited. My group is not aware that we are exploited. So once I am aware that I am exploited, I start questioning inequality. Once our group is aware we are being exploited, we start questioning inequality. Slowly affirmative actions, reservations, value system, belief system, privileges are removed. So equality chance is available. So best way to fight inequality is bring the consciousness in the people that they are being exploited, that they are being vulnerable, that they are being misused. This is only Karl Marx uncle will call it as class consciousness. What is class consciousness? Not only economic inequality, all types of exploitation. Try to tell them, because you don't realize you are being exploited by someone. The moment you realize you are being exploited by someone, you take effort to come out of it. So you inspired so many people, all of them fathered, and they are demanding for change in the inequality. So a recent example where a district collector in Rajasthan cadre, outside the office, he kept a circular. The circular says, all types of communities can directly walk in without any discrimination in whatever appearance and the dress that they are wearing. Why a district collector is keeping a board outside the office, symbolically representing dresses of all the religions and the local community people attire also? Because there are so many weaker sections in that area who are afraid to come to government office. Why do you think they are afraid to come to office? You will be surprised. It happened when collector is conducting grievance cell, the lower caste community people came and sat on the floor. They came and sat on the floor. What value system? Which means they feel that they are inferior. Still they feel they are low. Still they feel that they have to sit on the floor because other upper caste only have to sit. It is a government office. Whose office? He is also paying the taxes only. That is the reason why the district collector has to keep that board and tell, look, everybody is equal. It is our office. Don't feel that you are discriminated. Why are you sitting on the floor here? It is your office. You are paying the taxes. With self-respect, you can tell your grievance to everybody openly. Because see, really they are afraid because of discrimination that they have gone through. So look at 77 years of India's independence, Republic Day celebrations. Why in Telangana only, in one particular religious event, Deputy CM only sat on the floor. Only CM is sitting on the chair. Forget about others. XYZ names are not important, but it's a picture came. CM is sitting on the higher level, Deputy CM is sitting on the floor because from XYZ community. What does it mean? Upper caste, upper class is honored. Even though political status is more. Look at, he is a Deputy CM. Political status is more, but look at the social status. This is what Weber comes and says. In class, somebody is superior. Economic status. Status, social identity, somebody is superior. Power, political power. So in Indian society, there is inconsistency in these three. So class, in every community, rich people is there, poor people is there, middle class is there, upper class is there. Status, social identity, power. But he says something. In Brahmins, do you think all are rich people? Definitely not. You will be surprised. In Brahmins also so many subdivisions are there. Not all Brahmins are enjoying high level privileges. In them also again lower level people are there. Occupational difference is there. Habitational difference is there. All types of discrimination within the community also again. You don't think that all upper caste people are enjoying all the privileges. No. In them also, based on the name, surname, work, all, sub-classification there, subdivisions are there again. Similarly, in Kshatriyas also, Kshatriya 1, Kshatriya 2, Kshatriya 3. So look at again, what is this hierarchy? That's what Louis Dumont uncle said. Look at the complex hierarchical structure of Indian society. Meeko namaskaram. Equality is never possible. Because even if you want to bring equality, groups will never make you equal. That's what conclusion he said yesterday. He studied all this and told, look, I want to make equal. No, a group will come and create one more inequality. So practically, equality is not possible. But inequality is not desirable. So let's try to reduce inequalities in reality. So just your answer should convey that, look, differences are there, values are attached, mental construct is created, it is passed on from one to other. That's only is called as inequality. So again, just different thinkers' perspective if you remember. Otherwise, you just have to convey differences alone are not inequality, values are attached, superiority, preferability, desirability, punishment, reward, only keywords. It becomes inequality. Now, suppose an interesting question came in the exam. Compare and contrast equality and inequality from sociological perspective. Compare and contrast equality and inequality from sociological perspective. Simple. What all comes to your mind, list out inequality. What all comes to your mind in inequality, list out. And identify the link between the two. Okay? Now one doubt. Sir, individual capability is different only, then obviously inequalities exist only. Our point is not inequalities are present in the society. They are passed on from generation to generation. That is our question. When differences are institutionalized only, it is called as inequality. See, my father was agricultural laborer. I accept because he was not educated. Probably father's brother was educated. Capabilities were different. So there was an inequality. But it was institutionalized and passed on from next generation also, where life chances are not available for others. That is where they are calling it as inequalities. Meaning, a boy and girl both are classmates. So the girl became IAS officer, the boy became school dropout. Now the girl is coming and proposing to the lady IAS officer, hey, tuninga, innaka parigettave. What is her reaction? Security guard, throw him out. Probably, I don't know. I mean, I'm just assuming that her reaction would be like that. Now look at, in the same generation, difference is created. I'm not calling the word inequality. Same generation, difference is created. Difference of class, difference of status, difference of power. Assume that this IAS officer get married to some other IPS officer or IAS only, whatever. This dropout is doing agricultural work. Next generation, the children of this IAS officer and the children of this agricultural farmer, when the both are competing, if state does not provide life chances for the children of this farmer, inequalities or differences are passed on. That is where socialists are interested. Difference, okay. One generation, okay. Next generation, why should we? Just because father is a farmer, does it mean that the children also should do the same agricultural work? It is the duty of the state. It is the duty of our system to provide life chances to the children who are facing vulnerabilities. If system blocks them, system does not support them, then inequality is institutionalized. Differences are institutionalized through value system. She said something, perpetual value system. You are born as a toilet cleaner, you should die as a toilet cleaner. You should never change your occupation. You should never ask for dignity because God created you like this throughout your Janma. See, look at. So, Gangubai Katiyawadi, very powerful dialogue is there when police try to arrest the prostitute. So, she says something. We are only selling our body, you are selling your uniform. We are worse than us. Look at. She is trying to tell, because what will happen, I will tell you the incident. The children of the prostitute were not given admission in the school because they have to enter their father name in the admission records. So the heroine will come and convene the school principal and tell, but nothing will happen. So at that time they'll call police and all this will happen. So there she will tell, we are only selling our bodies for our survival. You are selling your uniform, your position, everything. We are not the criminal. You are the real criminal. And she says something. Whatever money that we are getting, we are doing full justice for the money that we are taking. Look at what you are doing for the money that you are taking from the system. Look at, it's a movie. But they are highlighting historical inequality, discrimination faced by one class of women. It's okay, accepted. For some reason, previous generation, women entered into that occupation. It does not mean that the children of them should not get educated. If you don't provide them education, you are institutionalizing the inequalities. See, whatever happened in our past, that cannot be changed. But definitely we can provide life chances for the children of them. That is the duty of us. And why all criminals are always from economically backward only? Life chances are not available. Why we did not become criminal? Why you did not become criminal? Even though criminal thoughts are there, life chances are given to us. Okay? So this is the meaning of the word inequality. So we'll write about inequality. Inequality in every society, in every society, there are differences. There are differences. However, When values are attached to differences, however, when values are attached for differences, and institutionalized, and institutionalized, it becomes inequality. It becomes inequality. Inequality caused emergence of sociology. Inequality caused emergence of sociology. And equality was the motto of French Revolution. Inequality caused emergence of sociology, and equality was motto of French Revolution. Every society has natural differences, biological differences, social differences, social differences. Inequality can be present. Inequality can be present at different levels. At different levels. Individual level, individual level, group level, society level, group level, society level, society level. Understanding pattern of inequalities. Understanding pattern of inequalities helps in understanding social evils. Understanding social evils. Inequality is a mental construct. Inequality is a mental construct. Inequality is not a problem in itself. Inequality is not a problem in itself. Inequality is not a problem in itself. However, if it is passed on perpetually, however, if it is passed on perpetually, if it is passed on perpetually, it leads to social stratification. Social stratification. It means society moved from natural differences to patterned inequalities. Patterned inequalities. Process of social stratification. Process of social stratification involves four status or involves four stages. Involves four stages. Meaning something was difference, but finally it became inequality. What all process happened in between? First one, differentiation. Differentiation. Opposite to differentiation, one line will write. Differentiation. Existence of, and opposite to differentiation, we are writing one line. Existence of differences which can be perceived by people. Existence of differences which can be perceived by people. So your friend is different from you, friend skills are different from you, you are perceiving the difference also? Yes, first is differentiation. Second, ranking. Ranking. In that ranking, opposite. Elementary ranking through comparison. Elementary ranking through comparison. We compared ourselves with our friend and we ranked. She is number one in cooking. We are number one in sleeping. So differences are identified. Second stage, differences are ranked. Third stage, evaluation. Evaluation. Opposite, attaching values. Attaching values. Attaching values at collective level. At collective level. I can never compete with her in cooking. She can never compete with me in sleeping. So values are attached. Fourth, rewarding. Rewarding. Rewards like discrimination. Rewards like discrimination. And after that, system becomes self-perpetuating. Self, S-E-L-F, self perpetuating. P-E-R-P-E-T-U-A-T-N-G, self-perpetuating. Sir, should we write all these four? Not at all required. Initially, there were differences. The differences values got attached. It became mental construct. That only inequality. Already you explained. So this is a simple example. There is a difference between man and woman. Differentiation. Ranking. Women are good at cooking. Values are attached. Cooking should be done by only women. Fourth, finally, only women should cook. And if men cook, punishment will be there for them. Fasak. So who has been cooking? Only women are cooking. But there are some poor men also who knows cooking. See, look at institutionalized differences. It means inequality when passed on from generation to generation, creates social divisions. Feminists argue that feminist means those who speak in support of the women. They are called as feminist. Feminists argue that major source of inequality in society is patriarchy. Is patriarchy. Patriarchy. Patriarchy means male dominance or superiority of the male or preference for the male or whatever you call it as. సో అన్ని ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ సమాజంలో ఎవరి వల్ల వస్తున్నాయి? మెన్ వల్ల, వాళ్ళ మెంటాలిటీ వల్ల, వాళ్ళ మెంటల్ కన్స్ట్రక్ట్ వల్ల. ప్యాట్రియార్కీ. In various societies, social inequality is universal. Social inequality is universal. Social differentiation led to conflict. Social inequality is not necessarily based on natural biological inequality. Example, heard about Germans and Jews, white and black, man and woman? Of course it is biological. Example, Germans and Jews, not fruit juice, JEWS Jews. Germans versus Jews, white and black, men and women. Now interesting. Sir, this many differences are there in India, this many inequalities are there in India, but still why nation survives? Okay, so caste inequality there, color inequality there, gender inequality there, political inequality there, all inequalities are there, but still why India as a nation is surviving? ఎవరు అడగలేదు సార్ ఇంతకుముందు. ఓకే, it is because of pluralistic attitude of Indian society. What is pluralistic attitude of Indian society? Your values are superior for you, my values are superior for me, let's accept together our value called nation. Your values are superior, my values are superior, for all our values nation is a superior value. Very simple, pluralistic, accept different people of opinion and consider. That's why nationalism is more, other isms will be less. If nationalism is less, all isms will start. Did you understand? That is specifically spoken about Indian society only. In spite of all this, we are thriving as a nation. We fight among ourselves, but when it comes to nation, all of us belongs to India, that is Bharat, Article 1, indestructible union of destructible states. We will fight among ourselves, no problem, but still all of us are united in the ism called nationalism because of values. Okay, multicultural societies like India thrive, thrive because views of one community, views of one community, not considered, views of one community not considered superior over views of another due to pluralism. Pluralism means in a society different groups exist with different beliefs, cultures, lifestyles. However, all of them coexist. Within a single society. Okay. Now there are some people who say uniformity is not equality. So one line, uniformity is not equality. Now all of us experienced in school uniforms. Why do you think school is bringing a uniform? What did we write? Uniformity is not equality. Just because all of us are wearing same pink color dress, it does not mean that all are equal. I don't understand mathematics. I am unequal. My friend will not understand history. He is unequal. But all our color dress is same. So uniformity is not always equality. That's what they are saying. But there is one person by name Andrew Bettley. He says something. System is harmonious, the problems will be solved. If system is not harmonious, the problem will not be solved. It leads to conflict. Very simple. There is a fight between two groups. If they discuss with each other and deliberate, problem will be solved. If they don't discuss, it leads to conflict. It leads to existence of the questioning of the system itself. Andrew Bettley, Andrebettli, not compulsory to remember, only what he said, essence you have to write. Andrew Bettley says, social systems are harmonic, 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 in which values of society legitimize inequalities. Example, caste system in ancient India. Because they legitimize the inequalities of Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, order, all. Then, disharmonic system. In the system, due to change in the values, inequality is questioned, which leads to conflict. which leads to conflict. Example, modern India. In India, only 2 examples I have written. Earlier, I accepted inequality of caste system, I never questioned. But now, I know, I am conscious, I am aware, so I am questioning. No, you cannot do discrimination like this to me. So, again, one more uncle is there. Max Weber says that class, status, power. Max Weber says that class bracket economic, status in bracket social, power in bracket political. Max Weber says that class, status, power differences exist in various societies. And if they are perpetual, it leads to inequality. So what is the solution? We know that there is inequality. What is the solution? Bringing consciousness of the people and providing life chances is a practical way to get the people out of inequality. Okay? Sociologists suggest that bringing consciousness and providing life chances is a way to address inequality in the society. Okay? Just to make our answer even more enriching, inverted commas, inequality is the root of social evil. Quote, inequality is the root of social evil. So look at what you have written. Somebody is poor, that's the reason why they are committing crime. Inequality is the root cause of social evil. One more. Inequality is a fact. Equality is a value. One more, inverted commas. Inequality is a fact. Equality is a value. So polity, we study Lakshmikant uncle, right to equality, article 14 to 18, that is a value. Reality is inequality exists. That's a fact. So let's accept the fact. Let's try to take effort to reduce it. But anyway, so whenever we talk about, we should try to understand, do you think inequality is bad only for the people who are facing it? Do you think inequality is bad for the people, only those who are facing for all this? No. So, actually inequality is the cause of all movements. So recent movement, so if you talk about Me Too movement, She Too movement, gender movement, reservation movement, everywhere, it can be any type of inequality, political inequality, gender inequality, social inequality, regional inequality, caste inequality, all because of which only movement started. So that movement only led to social change. Worst form of economic inequality faced by peasants, rulers, led to India's independence movement. Economic inequality, the main reason why 1857 revolt started. Social inequality perpetuated, that is the reason why we want independence for us. So, very simple only about inequality. So, you need not remember all what thinker said also. You just have to convey, look, in any society differences are there for which values are attached and that become a mental belief system, they are passed on. That's only is called as inequality. Now, what all inequalities I have written yesterday? Gender inequality, social inequality, political inequality. You can give one example. So, probably. Okay, we completed 2 words, equality, inequality. Now, when you read polity, fundamental right chapter, article 14 to 18, when you understand 15 and 16, you will get the spirit of the article. I am not saying what is written, spirit, not what is literally meant in that articles, but the spirit of writing that article you will understand. Okay, this is equality, this is inequality. That's the reason why Constitution has written the 15 and 16 like that. Okay, first you should come out of inequality. You should bring our friends also out of inequality. So many sections of society also out of inequality in future. Okay, so this is about equality, inequality. So probably tomorrow we'll discuss other one. So tomorrow also starting you will have answer writing if you are not afraid. So no need to get afraid. Once again I am saying just write daily at least for next 10 days to get to know what is your way of addressing the question. Okay, any one of you can pass on all whatever you have written today, just pass on. So probably I can give it back tomorrow. Don't worry, I'll give it back.